that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Well, we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a play fake. Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, here's the option. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Murray. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, react.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Cardinals at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action, now it's Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Back deep to Mir Bird. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Next driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 7. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 7, Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a deep.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Cottrell. And past the 30, down to about the 27. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Cards have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before half for Lance. And this one is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle they go. Cottrell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And that will come the offense as they take over. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On play action, Lance. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-10. 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Into the hands of Byrd over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chase Lucas. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Taken at about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw. Quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know, and someone has said, kick 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray,
91 yards.
And the 49ers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard,
They're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lance now to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 12. Lance going to throw.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. first down. Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Moore, the man in motion. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Lance now on first down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Murray, one final try. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now they send a man in motion right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Niners, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built